morning, students. You have completed your first lesson either in geography or in economics, and now we proceed to the next lesson of today in economics, that is the sectors of national economy. The sectors of national economy. This is the second lesson, the sectors of the national economy. You have learnt that for development we have a requirement of different types of resources, and this development is essential in our life, and for this there is first factors for development which is required is income. This income or earnings comes from different sources. These sources of income are called sources of national economy, and all these sources of income of the nation are classified into different groups, and these groups of sources of income are called the sectors of the national economy. These sectors of national economy are three in numbers. The first, primary sectors economy. The second is the secondary sectors of economy, and third is tertiary sectors of economy. So these are the three sectors from which a person or a state or a nation receives or obtains income for their development, to support their different requirements, to make civic facilities, to build up different infrastructures. And without income there may not be any existence of development. It is also essential to rise our mode of livings, and those persons whose income is higher, their mode of living is also higher, they live better, they eat better, and their thinking is also better. Yes, so income is the first and foremost factor for making any development, because this age is the age of economy, and this age is called the age of earth. Yes, and there is higher importance of money in our life, and one may be weak or undeveloped due to lacking of money, but this money requires our economic activities. It means this income requires our sources of income, or our such occupations from which we can earn our money for our livelihood. Yes, So money is essential, and there is a higher importance of money in this modern age of economy. But what is one's income? It means what is the level of one's income, or yes, what is the standard of income. This depends on the jobs they perform. It means what types of jobs are performed by them always explains anyone's income. Those persons who are involved in earning income from the natural resources provided by the nature as gift have generally lower income. So all those sectors of economy, all those sources of economy which are dependent on the natural resources provided by nature. It means one who earns income by processing natural resources into producing different types of goods and services is called primary sectors of economy. This primary sector of economy include farming, which is dependent on land, which is dependent on climate, which requires water, which requires soil fertility, and which requires different types of other climatical conditions. So this agriculture is dependent on natural resource, and it is called primary sector of economy. Similarly, fishing requires water, availability of water, either in pond, either in rivers, yes, either in ocean seas, and without water there is no practice of fishing. Similarly, forestry, yes. Similarly, animal husbandry. Similarly, mining, yes. Similarly, yes, animal husbandry, similarly mining, and all these are dependent on natural resource, and so they are called primary sectors of economy. Second is secondary sectors of economy. Secondary sectors of economy includes all those sources of income, all those occupations which gets raw materials from the primary sectors. As for example, farming is in primary sector, and through farming we obtain different types of commercial crops, such as sugar cane, such as cotton, such as rubber, such as jute, and all these are processed into different industries to produce manufactured goods. As sugar industry, which requires sugar cane as raw material, that comes from primary sector. Similarly, jute industry, which requires raw material as jute that comes from farming. Similarly, food processing industry, such as rice mills, such as beaten rice mills, and different wheat products. All these requires raw materials from agriculture. Similarly, dairy industry, which requires milk, and this milk is converted or processed into different milk products, as cheese, as butter, as sweets, and this is called secondary sectors of economy. So all those industries which are dependent on the raw materials obtained from primary sectors, as for example metallurgy, it means metal based industry, as iron steel industry gets raw materials as iron ore, as chromium, as nickel, and manganese, yes, coal, all comes from mining. Yes, copper industry requires copper, that comes from mining. Similarly, there is aluminium industry that requires bauxite as raw materials, and this comes from mining. Yes. Similarly, leather industry that requires leather, that comes from animal husbandry, that is in my primary sector. Yes. Similarly, making furniture requires wood, and this wood comes from forestry, and this is also in primary sector. Similarly, tea industry, coffee making industry, and rubber industry, yes, which gets the rubber or the milk of a rubber plant, that is called latex. Yes, this is called secondary sector of industry. So secondary sectors of economy are all those sources of income which comes from processing of the materials obtained by primary sectors. And third is tertiary sectors of economy. Tertiary sectors of economy includes all those service and all those facilities which are dependent on secondary sectors. For example, sweet making industry is under secondary sector, and there are different stalls which deliver sweet, which provide sweets or sell sweets, as for example Sudha stall. Yes, there you can get all the Sudha product. Yes. Similarly, Bikaji. Yes, where you can get the product, all those products manufactured by this. So this is never produce any goods, but provides us service. Similarly, transportation. Similarly, aviation. Similarly, communication. Yes. Similarly, education. Yes, schools, college. Similarly, banks. Yes. All these provides us different types of facilities, different types of service. So in tertiary sector, there is no manufacturing of any goods. but this sector generally provides a service, and so tertiary sector of economy is also called service sector. Tertiary sectors of economy is also called service sector. So all these are the sectors of economy. It means all these are the sources of economy of a nation, and the total income which a country or a nation obtains from the primary sectors of economy, secondary sectors of economy, tertiary sectors of economy, the sum total of income from every sectors of economy of a nation is called its GDP. GDP means gross domestic product. Gross domestic product. Gross means total. Total domestic means under a nation, yes, or nation's internal product. Yes, so all those products which are obtained, all those products and all those services which are provided by different sectors of economy, either it is of primary sector, either it is of secondary sectors, either it is of tertiary sectors, all those products and services are valued in money, and their value in money of different products and services that comes from different sectors of economy are aggregated. It means are totaled. It means added, and the sum total of income or value of the products and services of the three sectors, primary, secondary, tertiary sectors, are includingly called gross domestic product. And in gross domestic product, there is only the value of final goods and services are taken. It means there is not the value of intermediaries goods are included, because in every final goods and services there are the value of all the intermediaries goods and services already included. So if we include the value of intermediaries goods, then it will not provide us an exact national income or national GDP, but it will repeat or re-add different incomes again and again. For example, if there is a value of a there is value of a biscuits. If we get the value of biscuit, yes, of different brand, there is price always printed on the wrappers of a biscuit packet. Yes, and this price includes the value of wheat, this price includes the value of milk, this price includes the value of sugar, this price also includes the extra expense or overhead expense as transportation. Similarly, the value of powers and also labor's wages, all are included in this. And the value of biscuits include all the values of the intermediaries goods, and so there is no requirement to add the value of different intermediaries goods in the GDP, because it always includes all the value of intermediaries goods. So in this way, the final goods, the value of only final goods are included in GDP that are obtained from different sectors of economy, either it is primary, secondary or tertiary, and in this way GDP is obtained. Next class you will read about more in these sectors of economy. You have to make a study of this lesson, and next day I will proceed the lesson forward.